Hi guys, I've got something I want to talk to you about. I had an idea. Every time I say that to my husband here, he goes, oh my God, what are we in for now? But no, this is a fabulous idea. And the idea was this. Let me just set the scene a little bit. I was chatting to a mate of mine, Kevin Dymphna. I don't know whether you know him or not, but he's the guru of the new development world and everything else. He's been around for ages. He's the go-to guy that all of the industry goes to, right? Anyway, we're sitting around having not a cup of tea, it was actually a glass of wine. We're having a glass of wine and we thought, we're talking about Samantha, my daughter. And Samantha is at that age where, right, your turn to get into property now. We've got the son, my son, he's into property, he's bought his first property, it's a positive cash flow, etc., etc. What are we going to do with Samantha? And we were chatting backwards and forwards. He said, why don't we make her a millionaire? I'm going, for what purpose? We're making this child a millionaire. And we would chat backwards and forwards. And he thought, it'd be really good to grab somebody of her age. Now, at that stage she was 19, she's just turned 20 now. And to see how far we could push them in a period of time, whether that be 12 months, 18 months, etc. So I thought, okay, well, that'd be great. Yeah, let's do it. Let's actually document it. Let's write a book about it. And another glass of wine, and we kind of got a bit carried away with that. And we thought, you know what? Just doing it on her isn't good enough because she's my daughter, and everyone's going to say, oh, but you just helped her out and whatever else. Because Kevin and I are already writing a book. We're already writing a book on children and being property millionaires and all this kind of stuff. So this is the second book. And we thought, okay, once they hit 18, what do you do with them? How do you progress them and how do you really get them out there so that they're charging ahead? And yeah, her story is interesting and will be interesting. But we decided let's take it a bit further. Conversation went on a little bit more and we started talking about The Hunger Games. Now, obviously, great movie, number of series have already come out about it, and it's pitting teams against each other. And it started off okay, well, let's pit Samantha against somebody. We need a boy. Let's pit her against a boy and see how they, the rivalry, the competition, see how far they can go. Well, anyway, 2 became 5. So we've now got 5 Hunger Game teams. Really, kind of just like the Hunger Games. Now, it's not the Hunger Games, it is the property games. But it was definitely inspired by the Hunger Games. So we've got these 5 teams. Now, the teams kind of got a little bit messed. You might say, well, Samantha, my daughter, that's unfair because she's your daughter. Well, life's unfair. And, the rule is I'm not giving her any money. She's got to do this on her own. She's got to learn to negotiate no money down deals. She's got to get out there. She's got to do it on her own. Got to get the finance on her own, everything. And same with the other kids. Now, we have Samantha. We have another girl called Emma. And she's well, let me give the background on the kids. First of all, Samantha. Samantha is, she works as in the property industry right now. She's doing full-time property. She's at university doing property economics and developing, and she works for a local real estate agent as well. She's got a career path in that field. Emma works on the Sunshine Coast because I needed 5 kids who were Gold Coast. I needed 5 kids who were in Southeast Queensland because Kevin and I are both in Southeast Queensland and we're doing this together. Kevin is the head of the Future Housing Task Force and he runs the co-op program for a lot of my students and has really made big difference to a lot of my students and what they've been able to do with deals and all sorts of things. Emma is a hairdresser on the Gold Coast, and her parents are students of mine. They're involved in the industry, so they're keen. Emma hasn't had as much experience or exposure to real estate as perhaps Samantha has, but really keen, great kid, you'll love her. Then we have Jack. Now, Jack is fabulous. Jack's a tradie. He's a brickie. And when he heard that I was doing this property games, the criteria was they had to be in Southeast Queensland and have a job. Well, he had a job, but he wasn't in Southeast Queensland. He lived in Victoria. He said, that's it, I'll pack my bags. He said, I'll be in my truck tomorrow. And he drove up the next day. So Brickie's pretty easy to get a job, etc. So he had a job immediately and he's here. So he's out there to really get in and make things happen. Then I've got Jaden and Murray. Now, these are 2 brothers. They are one team. And Again, their parents are students of mine. They come from Tamworth, down in New South Wales. They were living in Tamworth. They lobbied me like crazy over the weekend. I mentioned it over one of my weekends, and throughout the entire weekend, they lobbied, like, pick us. And they said they'd moved to the Sunshine Coast, moved to Southeast Queensland. So they've moved to Brizzy. Their employment basically had another sister company up here, so they moved internally. They're up here. They both work at the abattoirs, and they're acting as one team together. Now you might say it again, well, that's not fair. There's two of them. Well, life's not fair. Because together they're making this happen. So they're one team, they're the two brothers. And then I've got Naomi. Now, Naomi's come on board. She's actually started a little bit later than the other kids. She's originally from Tassie, so I try to pick kids from different areas and things. And she has been working in the hospitality industry, but she's looking to get into the property industry. So like a PA to a real estate agent, or an admin in a real estate office, or something like that. She wants to be in the property game. Her family, again, are students of mine. So, they're all sort of got that property around them, got support of the property family. But the deal is they're going to be working one-on-one with myself and Kevin for a whole 18 months. Now, here's the great thing. You can watch them, you can track them, you can follow them, you can see their every deal, because there's the contact details are all here. This is the website, but there's the Facebook you can follow. I really encourage you to like the Facebook page, which is the Property Games Community Challenge, and that's the next thing I'll tell you about. And you can see them. So they'll be blogging and putting stuff up and video linking, and you can watch them. So you can learn from what the kids are doing. You can learn from the mistakes perhaps that they make, but also our teaching is part of that, and why they're doing certain things. So I'm kind of letting the kids have a bit of rope to start with, but then we're really going to push them in. Now they've got to do all of Kevin's events. They've got to do all of my events. So my argument is this. Anybody with the right education and the right people around them and guts. So the three ingredients there: the right education, the right people around them, and guts can make this happen. And that's what I'm working out with these kids. I mean, some of them have got debts that they're starting with because they bought motorbikes, which depreciate in value. Boys. Some of them have started with nothing at all, no savings, and some of them have got small savings, like $8,000 savings, that kind of stuff. So they're starting from all over, but not big positions. So we're going to negotiate deals together. I'm going to show them how they can do no money down deals to get in, how they can build up equity quickly, and it's a great learning thing for you guys to actually watch them. So please like them, watch them, tell all your mates about them. I want this to be absolutely available to everybody to really learn and really watch these kids and what we can do with over an 18-month period. They're all going to be video blogging every week, so it's a great little video to go and have a look at what all the kids are up to. They're our kids now. They're not. They don't belong to their families. They're all our kids. Now, here's the next thing. I've opened it up to all of you. This is the community challenge. So I had a lot of people come to say, oh, that'd be really good. We'd like to do that. You got to be accountable to things and see how far we can go. And, I've just given away a house. I've given away a house at the last I Love Real Estate Super Conference to somebody, like their success story and what they've been able to do with my education. Everything was great, huge success stories there. So this year I thought, okay, well, let's open it up. So all you've got to do is log in that you want to be part of the challenge. You've got to say, hey, I want to be part of the challenge. There's no cost, anything like that. I want to be part of the challenge. And what you've got to do is basically have a starting point. So whether you go to one of the strategists and say, look, this is my starting position, this is where I'm at right here, right now. And then go about your merry way, follow the kids, put things into practice, make things happen, blog about it, tell everybody what you're doing, really be part of the process so everybody's sharing and learning from what everyone's doing and posting and see if you can beat the kids, and put your story up there, because in 18 months' time, which is the end of 2016, I'm going to have the massive, amazing I Love Real Estate Super Conference, which is everybody should go to. It is so good. It is so much fun. It is so much learning, and it's the best event of the year. So towards the end of 2016, I Love Real Estate Super Conference, we're going to have the winner of the kids, the Property Games kids, and I'll have some big prizes. I haven't even decided what they are yet, but there'll be some really good prizes for the kids as well. But there'll be some really good prizes for you guys as well. So as we get a bit closer to that time, I'll be asking you to really account for how far you went in this 18-month period. And look, if you don't join into another 6 months, that's okay. It just means you've only got 12 months to do it in then, haven't you? So less time doesn't matter. And towards the end, you can vote on the kids, you can vote on the community challenge. Let's see where everybody's at. And this is a great way to share, to learn, to support each other, to be accountable, to get some great involvement, because the more people who are involved and who are accountable to each other, what it does, it creates this mass consciousness. Being part of something bigger than yourself really accelerates things. Now, I could get all alternate on you and show you how, from an energetic perspective, everything works in your favor and all of that kind of stuff. I'm not going to do that here. But believe me, simply being in something bigger than yourself and being part of that team, and the collective consciousness of doing deals and supporting the kids and being accountable and being focused and all this kind of stuff, just being part of that whole journey and the excitement of it all, and watching these young kids is going to just be fabulous for everybody. So tell all your friends, this is for everybody. Get as many people involved as you can. Get them to like the Facebook page. Get them to jump on the website. Have a look at everything. Be part of it, because this is going to be bigger than Ben-Hur, and I'm going to give away some amazing prizes for the winners of the community challenge and for the kids. So watch those kids, and also post your own stuff up. This is an opportunity to share. This is an opportunity to be part of something massive. So let's make it happen, guys. I am really excited about it, and I know it's something that everybody is going to get a big benefit out of. So tell all your friends, tell all your Facebook people, like everything on Facebook, get it out to everybody. I want the whole world to be looking at these kids and looking at the community challenge and make it happen. So I'll see you on Facebook, and I'll see you on the website. Talk soon, guys.